Hey, mamas, and welcome back to the podcast with me, Katie and Hallie. We are so excited that you are here for 30 minutes. We have what we think is a really fun and different episode than we've done in a while, but let's start with our cliff notes. Hallie, what's going on?
I have a question for you. Mother's Day is this weekend. And so I was having a discussion with my mom about the dynamics of Mother's Day when you're married or have a partner whose parents are involved in your life, so in-laws or the like, and your parents are in your life and you are a parent. So it's like, who are we celebrating? How are we doing this? On Mother's Day? Is the day about me? Is it about my mom? Is it about my in-law? Like, what are we doing? I'm finding it very tricky to navigate. And my mom said that for her, Mother's Day was never about her. It was always about her mother-in-law, who was local, and it was just always about celebrating her. And then when she passed away, it kind of became about her. But I'm curious
Whoa, whoa,
what
whoa. How did she feel about that?
I never felt like she resented it. And I'd
Okay.
have to ask her. And she didn't sound resentful when we were talking about it. I mean, my grandmother was a dream and like loved my mom. So I don't think the in-law dynamics were weird there. But when you live close to all the moms in your life and you are a mom, like how do we divvy up the attention that day? It's complicated. You have this same issue.
Yeah. This is actually a big debate online, and I believe we sort of touched on it last year, but now that our kids are a little bit older and now that we're both moms of two, I feel like the conversation is actually different. Listen, I love my mom so much, but I think now that Mother's Day is about the moms with the younger children who are like in the thick of it. And this might be very controversial. And it's funny because actually, my dad called my husband yesterday to ask about Mother's Day, wanting to get everyone together potentially. And we said, actually, we've already made our own plans
Okay.
because it was like kind of last minute and Jason planned a brunch. He made the reservation weeks ago. That's what we're doing. And maybe we'll all get together in the afternoon. I'm not sure. We haven't gotten that far yet, but I don't know. Is that a hot take?
I don't know. I feel like no matter what, someone's disappointed. So it's kind of tricky. And for me, I'm like, how many years do I have left to celebrate my mom? I know that's
Yeah.
morbid, but it's like you just never know. Every holiday, I'm always like mindful of don't get sucked into the drama, really be present with your family because life is so uncertain and so fragile, and you just never know if it's the last time you're going to get to do that holiday with somebody.
Mm.
That is crazy, and I know it, but that is literally how my mind goes. So for me, I'm like, I really want to celebrate my mom, but I also want to be celebrated. So it's hard. And
Fair.
did I ever tell you about my crazy hormonal breakdown about Mother's Day when I was pregnant with Dylan?
No.
Oh my God, Katie. Okay. When I was pregnant with Dylan, my first daughter, I was not a mom yet, but her due date was June 5th. So I was missing Mother's Day by like a month. As you know, as all of you listening know, getting to motherhood was a journey. It took a lot of trial and error. It had some loss along the way. So I was stoked, like leading into this Mother's Day. And while I wasn't like officially a mother yet, I felt like I have this baby in my body, like I am a mother.
Yeah.
My mom called me and was telling me about all the wonderful, because my mom's like love language, one of many, is just showering people with gifts. So she was
Mm.
talking about all the things she was getting for my sister. And Andrew hadn't done any, like, had no plans to do anything for me. And I got pissed.
Mm.
I was pissed. Like, I didn't talk to my mom for a few weeks, which is, if you know me, it's got to be deep for me not to talk to my mom. And I was pissed. So I had a full hormonal breakdown and I was like, don't you guys realize I'm a mom? I should be celebrating. Anyway, it was crazy. I'm not that crazy anymore. But yeah, it's tricky and feelings run high about it. Do you think your mom is going to be offended if you don't spend the morning with her? And
So,
what about Jason's mom? Because he's an hour drive away. I mean, they're like an hour drive away.
yeah, I know. So, I think I'm going to talk to my mom about it. I'm going to see her this week.
Hmm.
And I do feel like, and maybe this will change, but I think when I become a grandmother, I will want to make Mother's Day about my children and their new motherhood journey. I want to be more selfless about it and make the decision easy, but I also understand, all moms want to be celebrated. Is there such thing as Grandmother's Day?
It's a good question.
It is really, really tricky. I've also been very triggered because, like you, my first baby was also born in June, right at she's actually born Father's Day weekend.
Of course.
And I felt the same. And, that Mother's Day, we actually went and celebrated my sister. We are her daughter's godparents, and she was dedicated at church. And this Mother's Day, she is doing the same with her second. She's like, "We're dedicating Tegan on Mother's Day. Can everyone be there?" And I said no.
Listen, boundaries. Boundaries are important. So it's every woman's choice.
Mm.
And I don't think you can do anything wrong. Like, I think it's like you have to just navigate within your own family, but it is
It
tricky.
is tricky. And I do think you're right. Feelings are always hurt. And I wish that the grandparents would be like, you know what, let's have our own grandparents' day to celebrate us as grandparents, and let's really celebrate you guys being in the thick of it. Like, you are two under two, you are changing multiple diapers, like you deserve to be celebrated. Am I wrong?
I don't think you're wrong. But you say like when you're a grandparent, you're going to be like, I want you to have the day. But my mom didn't have the day because it was always about her mother-in-law. So, it's like,
Right, I get it. I
yeah,
know.
it's
So
tricky.
it is tricky, and that's why I think
But
there should be a giant, I think there is actually Grandparents' Day, but I think there should be Grandmother's Day. And that's the day when you become a grandmother that the torch is very like clearly passed on to that.
what if we did this? Saturday is for the grandmothers and then Sunday is for the mothers.
I
Like it's
like
on the
that.
same weekend,
Right.
so no one really feels slighted,
I'm going
right?
to suggest that next year because, and this is actually why I decided not to have Kaya's second birthday on Father's Day weekend. I'm doing it a weekend before in case people do want to celebrate Father's Day weekend all weekend long and not make it like such a jam-packed family weekend. I think we should, I don't know, everyone is different. And
I
yeah, it's
know.
always tricky. I never want to offend anybody, but I'm very much of the mindset of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to do my own brunch where I want to go to brunch. I want to have the afternoon to do what I want to do. And maybe that makes me selfish, but listen,
No, girl.
you were with me this week. You saw what my life is like. We
Yeah.
will get into that.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
deserve a
yeah.
freaking day.
Yeah, you do. You deserve a day. And listen, again, I don't think there is a wrong answer. You just do what you got to do, what feels good in your guts, and then, whatever. Someone's
Yeah.
going to be pissed.
But I think you're right. We should make it a tradition. Saturdays are for all the moms to get together and we celebrate the grandmothers. And then
Yeah.
Sunday, you do what you want to do on actual Mother's Day. Like, I want to wake up, I want to be presented with breakfast in bed, or I want to sleep in and not get up and change dirty diapers.
You deserve that, Katie. You deserve it.
So that's
I'm
a
I'm
hot take.
wishing that for you.
So, what are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. I think I may have everyone over here, but TBD.
But then you're hosting and running around on your
I know,
Mother's Day.
but you know me, I enjoy hosting. So that is sort of
I
a
know.
weird thing about me is that actually feels like a gift to me.
Okay.
But I
Fair.
don't know. We'll see. I might also be like, why did I do this? I hate me.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
see.
no, I mean, I feel the same way. Like, we hosted two things this weekend because I do love hosting, but then at the end of the day, I'm like,
Dead.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. You need a
And
big,
uh-huh.
holiday to recover from the holiday.
Hmm. Hmm.